beamed in here, downtown Buffalo. It's, you know, it's Mike, MGK Boston, Buffalo, whatever. This new staircase, look at that brilliant white railing. Renovation update for you right here on a Friday. All these outlets, electricians coming in a couple weeks. These are all going to be swapped out. Patty doesn't want me doing any electrical work. She says I have an electric personality, but she doesn't want to see me electrocuted, despite the life insurance policy. Anyway, I'm going to put some blinds on those windows. That'll be probably in the fall. We'll get to that. Nice shiny new baseboard. So anyway, we're making our way up. And this old and dirty old carpet is leaving us on Monday. It's going to be replaced. This will be gone, disposed of. And we upgraded to a new carpet. For those of you coming next July, I'm already thinking ahead. So you can come on up here and lounge around on some new carpet. All right. So anyway, you can see total update. The eave storage, those popped out nicely with the brilliant white, right? Covered that shit brown. Here's the intercom system right here. Steve, still waiting for my box sets. They haven't arrived yet, despite this intercom going directly to Steve. At A is for Alice, B is for Bob, C is for Chicago. I haven't received any box sets yet. I keep buzzing him, but he's not picking up. Anyway, he will someday. We've got a speaker here, the old New Tone going retro, right? Skylights came out really nice. I did some nice white semi-gloss to pop that out in the center there around the window itself, and it's looking good. So again, I'll put some blinds on these windows. But yeah, once you put some nice paint on those windows, things really come together. So thank you to Ben Rankins, his paint from Australia. Ben, if you're not familiar with the brand, it's really good. Check it out. Another skylight up here. Reaching for the sky, so we're going around, boom, so you can see. Everything came out pretty nice. I don't have the lights on right now. Like, maybe I'll pop them on. Let's see, a little effect. So nice track lighting up there. Boom, and there's looking out at the street. All these screens are going to be also replaced. I'm not doing that. Got a guy to do that. But anyway, looking down there on Neighborhood Watch right there. So anyway, we're doing it. So yeah, some renovation updates, I guess, right? So there you have it. This room is done, so I'm moving downstairs to the bedrooms. I did my half day today with my work. You know the hours I'm always off half day Friday. So I was here at noon and finished just touching up here various spots that I'd missed. So Sunday I did a total quality inspection near the end of the day, and I had put little tape markers of where I had to touch up. And it's, as you can see, it's come out lovely, perfect, right? So anyway, yeah, it is a Friday. Cheers after all. What the hell am I doing? All right, let's get over here and see what's happening here in the work cooler, right? There's an old place I used to go, Improv Boston. Let's see what we got here. Wow, all right. Shout out to my friend Mike, the king of snacks, the guy I work with. He's a member of the Utica Club now. I let him join. He's actually been on vacation up in Canada. So cheers to you, Mike. Mike and his lovely wife, Kristen. Work with them both. Great people. So yeah, the Utica Club. So yeah, the Utica Club now has 3 members, myself, Colton, and Mike. Others will be getting on board, I'm sure, once we open up our membership. So anyway. Oh God, this is gonna be heavenly. So yeah, I just finished about half an hour ago. So I was downstairs doing all the caulking. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab something here. I'll be right back. Technical difficulties, I'm coming back up. I have to recognize our sponsor for today's episode. It wouldn't be right if I didn't. Key sponsor, Alex, over at Beer and Vinyl. Sorry for that little pause in time, but here we go. We need to recognize Alex, right? Despite that little intermission. So anyway, Alex Plus Beer and Vinyl. He's also in the caulking business. So boom, I was going around all the baseboard down there. 3 bedrooms, that's all done. So Alex Beer and Vinyl, Alex Plus Beer and Vinyl. Maybe he rebrand the channel, add the plus. I don't know. Anything can happen in the vinyl community. God, fantastic. Here we go. Got the X files right here, Rockford files. Let's see what we got here. So Yeah, I apologize. I'm not showing records these days in my Friday Cheers videos, but I don't have my records here yet, but they're coming soon. This room is done, like I said. So we'll be moving in staggered, over the next few weeks. So yeah, we'll get back to records soon, but for now, we're gonna have a lo-fi slideshow. I know my friend Brian over at Embryonic Robot, he's a big fan. So I thought it was kind of timely since I'm up here in the new music room, man cave, whatever you want to call it, sin bin. Thought I'd show the old room right back here in Natick, Massachusetts. There's Colton. I know Colton's not over here at the house yet. Still hanging at the apartment, but there he is chilling. It was probably a Friday afternoon. So there's the old room. All right, and you can see, oh there, yeah, there's Belinda's legs up there, Belinda Carlisle. So Gary over at Physical Format Jazz, he just showed it's a Belinda Carlisle record, I think, or a Go-Go's run. And he mentioned how, he remembered how I had that framed up there. That'll be going right up. I haven't figured out the configuration where I'm gonna put everything, where I'm gonna put my stereo. I know my records are gonna go on this wall directly to my left. But beyond that, I haven't planned. So anyway, I need to consult with my interior decorator. Knowing an Embryonic fashion icon, I don't know if he's also into interior decorating, but I may consult with Brian. So anyway, here's a bunch of stuff that was all packed up, ready to move. About a year ago this month. So anyway, yeah, who else we got here? Yeah, this is first annual MGK party, meetup, whatever you want, July bash. And there's Anthony Gambler 812. There's Marsha P. Marsha doesn't really make a lot of videos anymore, but she does chime in on the live streams. And Marsha, I think, indicated she may come to Buffalo next summer. Be cool to see Marsha again. And there's Brian over there. So looks like he's lecturing them, the two of them, either probably on the merits of John Cale and how he's underappreciated. But anyway, there they are, and they were having a good time at the party. Yeah, so speaking of Brian, I thought I'd also highlight this Utica Club. Yeah, we'll set it up here on this high-end table. Anyway, you can see the logo. Brian likes logos, so let's see the logo. Yeah. Anyway, so speaking of Embryonic fashion icon, Brian's been kind enough to share with me before he hits the runways of Paris. These are some of the new items that are coming out in the fall for winter 2026, right? So be ready, and just be looking. If you're into the fashion world like Brian is, there's no logos, but it's high fashion. So here's a coat. This would be good in Buffalo. It's a really warm coat, and this guy is also doubling up. He's having a cigarette to warm his lungs up. So yeah, this is one of Brian's models. So he's modeling Brian's new. Brian just simply calls this winter coat. So it's a winter coat, but it's got no logo, right? So anyway, that's kicking it off for Brian's new fashion releases for winter 2026. Another onesie, I showed one last week. This one is called the Foreign Legion. You can see here, this guy's wearing it in a shocking pink, but you can get it in different colors. You can see this guy over here, and you can also get these matching boots that go with it. Yeah, and socks too. Foreign Legion boot socks, special socks. So anyway, there it is. It's the Foreign Legion jumpsuit. And then lastly, Brian said this is more geared toward next spring. Maybe you're heading to the golf club, hanging around, doing some post-golf in the club, having a couple of drinks, and you might bust out this green suit, like the green jacket for the PGA Tour. It's simply Brian's simply calling it greens. No logo, it's just the color. It's obvious, and it's green, right? So anyway, there's Brian doing his thing in the fashion world. So who else do we have here? Yeah, so we have VCLT today. Yes, here we have Alex, right, from Alex Plus. Right, Alex Plus. So here's Alex, right down here. It's a good friend of mine, Liam. We worked together in the mid-2000s when I first moved to the United States. We worked together in medical device manufacturing, and he's a finance guy, super smart. So we worked together for a couple of years, and then I moved to California at the same time that he moved out to Texas around 07. And we always kept in touch, and he made it to the first annual bash last year, and there he is with Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll, and Alex right there at Alex Plus Beer and Vinyl. And so there's Liam. The reason I bring up Liam, and a shout out to my man, he calls himself a fanboy. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he liked meeting everybody. So he sent me this stuff probably a month or so ago. I haven't opened it yet, so I was just saving it for some dumb reason. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, I think I know what this is. Robust packaging, bubble wrap. So Liam knows I collect license plates. So here we go. Texas, classic auto. It's a special plate. So anyway, that's really cool. So don't worry, I'm going to put my license plate collection. I have around 40 or 50 of them from across Canada, the United States. I even have one from Mexico. David Atkinson, I don't have one from England. Or Rob Walker, any of you guys. send me something from the UK. I don't have a UK license plate. I'd like one. So anyway, Texas, my friend Liam right there, hanging out with the guys. Right on. Yeah, he's having a cigar there too, I think. Yep, there he is. Anthony catered the cigars at the party. Here we go, Texas, right? So where are we here with this Lo-Fi slideshow? Oh, there I am running through Natick. These are all random. Mile 10 of the Boston Marathon, there I am, right? Running through all those Dixie cups on the ground and giving the high fives to all my peeps in Natick at mile 10. There's a random funny one. It's it's Lemmy Hill. It's Benny Hill meets Lemmy Kilmeister, right? So there you go, a little funny one there. And I want to remind, we have another sponsor today. It's not just Alex at Alex Plus. Another key sponsor today, Camel Cigarettes. Right here, as it says, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Who could be wrong, right? They're endorsing them. And yeah, so it's T is for taste, T is for throat. So it's good for the throat. This doctor, he says so. So today, again, today's episode is sponsored by Camel. A few family shots. There's me and my mom. That was my senior year at university. I still had some hair, but I apparently wasn't working yet at that point because I still had the mullet going, as you can see. And my mom's looking away because she can't stand the look of that tie, apparently. Sorry, my mother's still with us in her 97th year right there. Yeah, so what else we got? No, some more family shots. So this is a trip when we were living in California. This was probably about 2011. We took a trip and we were back up in Brockville, and there's my late great dad. He's been gone now almost 10 years. So there he is with a young Caroline. Yeah, great times in the summer. Summer 2011, I believe. So anyway, yeah, there's speaking of my dad. And my mullet, there's the mullet in fine form. There's me and my dad. I don't know, it was something for his work. And because I'm wearing a jacket and a tie. And there we are. That's probably 1987, 88, because I was already in university at that point. And that was in the summertime, I remember that. So anyway, there we are. Looks like Dad's rocking a rum and coke like he was known to do. Funny guy, man. You wonder where I get my sense of humor? I get it from him. One of the best. Anyway, here's another shout out. Speaking of Anthony at Gambler 812, this is at Revere Beach. Revere is his hometown in Massachusetts. There's Caroline and I. That's back in probably 2014, 2015. Rocking it out there at Revere Beach on a hot summer day. Yeah, when we first moved to Massachusetts, before we were out in California, we were on the North Shore, and there we are with a little baby Caroline. And that would have been that would have been the spring of 2005, right? So yeah, she was barely 1 year old at that point. There we are. As you can see, the hair deficit had begun. I was losing it. Never came back, as you can see. But there we are, a little younger. Time passes. And then, yeah, of course, like I've said before, we lived out in Huntington Beach for 5 or 6 years. There we are in our backyard by the pool. And there I am with Patty Cheesecake. And we're both looking good there in the summer sun under the umbrella. One more family shot. This is at my nephew's wedding back in Ontario. We barely lived in California for a few months, and we came back and we went to a wedding. And there we are, and there's Caroline, cool in the shade with her shades, and with her dad. Yeah, that's me, right? And one more, this is more recent. This is in Buffalo. We're coming to the present, right? Which is today, right? And we're in Buffalo. So there's Patty and I went to a musical performance, a beautiful theater here called Shades Theater. Believe it or not, Buffalo actually has a theater district, and that was really nice. A nice night out. Probably late March recently, and there we are. There I am running around down at Canal Side, being a tourist. Well, how did he get in here? Nope, Richard Simmons, right? He was a guest on Star Trek. There he is, the late great. There he is with the guys. Unfortunately, Richard wearing the red shirt. You know what happens to people wearing red shirts on Star Trek. All right, so anyway, speaking of Anthony at Gambler 812, I got this thing from Anthony. And scissors would have been good, but anyway, they're way downstairs. Bust into this thing. I'm busting into it. All right, there we go. Wow. Anthony did not mess around with this packaging. All right, we're gonna have to pull it out from the bottom. Newspaper, bubble wrap. Oh man, we got a big package. A lot of stuff in here, man. Oh, we got a ton of fun in here. Holy shit. Wow. All right, let's get into it. Anthony knows I collect postcards. He was in Aruba. God, that was like a WWF wrestling match. But I won. Now we're in Aruba, courtesy of Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Knows I collect postcards. Anthony doesn't miss out on details. Mike, I couldn't be more happy for you and Patty with the purchase of your new home. It is my duty as your friend to send you some high-end VCLT because he knows I'm a high-end guy. And this high-end Tommy Bahama chair, right? Lawn chair that reclines, by the way. That makes it high-end. I can't wait to see where your mind is going to take you decorating the new music room. So how appropriate, Anthony, we're opening up this VCLT in the new music room. So anyway, I have enclosed something special that I know you're going to love. Your friend, Anthony Gambler, 812. One of the best, man. Oh, yeah, it's Tony Bennett, Count Basie, right? Some jazz, too, for Gary over at Physical Format Jazz. More Tony Bennett. Anthony knows I love Tony Bennett. Wow, this is a Columbia 6-eye pressing. Incredible. Incredible, incredible. Oh my God. Amazing poster inside front jacket. History of the Grateful Dead. Looks like a pretty cool book. Poster's right in here. That's the Dead. So this one's gonna get framed. This one's gonna totally get framed. It's gonna be in here in this room when Anthony comes over to visit in July, because he said he's booking it, he's coming. So thanks for that book, Anthony. Incredible. There's a high-end gift in here, right? I'm getting to it. Holy man. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna win this fight against this robust packaging if it kills me. Yeah, there we go. Busting in, busting out, whatever. Yeah, I'm known to have a blast once in a while, like a little Jamaican sunshine, right? So I always call that like I'm stepping out for a blast. So this is a blast. This is a blasting area. So watch out, man. Put some reggae on, and we're gonna have a blast. So yeah, I love it. Incredible, Anthony. That is so funny, man. I just can't. It's just terrific, man. When friends know you and they know your sense of humor, and they just know your little sayings, that's what makes them great friends, doesn't it? So anyway, yeah, that's, oh wait, no, we're not done. What am I gonna say? What am I saying, rather? What am I gonna say? What am I saying? Yeah, we also had this guy, it's Rod Stewart. He looks like Colonel Sanders. 50 years ago, this man introduced the world to 11 herbs and spices that changed the food world forever, right? He does look like Colonel Sanders, right? He's Kentucky Fried. Great record here. Simon and Motherfunkel. I don't know if you know that. It's a spin on the Simon and Garfunkel album with Samuel L. Jackson, and he's Motherfunkel. So yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, so another shout out to Anthony. So this is a place up in Newburyport, Massachusetts, just up way out on the North Shore. Oldie's Marketplace. It's a big old boat hangar, and the guy has all kinds of stuff in there, and it was always really well organized. There's Caroline standing in the door. This is probably about 10 years ago we were up there. Well, we were up there since, but on the day I took this photo, it's about 10 years ago. So in there, and I found this old photo. I didn't buy this poster, but Kiss the Elder Tour, right? So I know Anthony loves Kiss. So does Trevor over at Flat Round and Spun. There I am in Wakefield, near where Anthony lives. It's Lake Quannapowitt, and it's about a 3-mile spin around the lake. And that day I'd done 2 laps because I was getting ready for a marathon. And so there I am celebrating right there by Lake Quannapowitt. Anthony goes walking over there all the time. Getting near the end here, folks, of the Lo-Fi slideshow. There I am, about 1996, right there, with 3 of my good friends from university. There's Dave, and there's Freddie, there's Fred, and there's Steve. So that guy Steve I've mentioned before, I think. We went to high school together, we were really old friends, and then we ended up going to university together in Ottawa. So a bunch of us got together. Steve was living in Ottawa in the mid-90s after he graduated. We were up there at his apartment, and all of us got together for a weekend and partied it up a bit. So there we are, looking younger and having a blast, Anthony. Exhale. All right. There we are, and finally soon it'll be Halloween, right? So here's a great costume right here, right? So it's the record collector, adult size costume right here for extremely opinionated record collector, right? And you can see all the characteristics here, right? What is it? Countless emails about audio sources, casual mentions of how the Japanese pressing sounds better, and on it goes. So great idea for a Halloween costume right there. Or you can just go no logo and no wear costume. I don't care. I'm not a big Halloween guy anyway, but I thought that was kind of funny. So anyway, coming up on 20 minutes here, man. But anyway, a lot of stuff going on, wrestling with undoing packages today and having a Utica club. It's all good in the renovated room. So anyway, whatever you're doing, hopefully you're not renovating. Hopefully you're doing that other word that starts with an R called relaxing. So anyway, cheers to you on a Friday. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it. I'm probably only doing, I've only been doing one video a week. It's probably going to be one video a week for a while until all the painting and the reno is done. But yeah, it's coming along, and I hope you're enjoying these lo-fi slideshows. Different change of pace, and just, filling in the gaps, letting you people know I'm still alive and doing well in Buffalo. So anyway, I'll see you next time.